To access our worksheets and interactive activities, you can join our Google Classroom here. Whenever we think of savings, we first need to understand about needs and our wants. When I say needs, I'm trying to talk about needing something, so that's basically requiring something that's very essential or important. An example of this could be housing, where you live, it could be clothing, what you wear, and it could be food, so what you eat. Now, moving on to wants. Wants is basically wanting something or having a desire to possess something. An example of wants would be a new video game console, it could be pizza, it could even be buying a new phone. Feel free to pause here and complete the Is it a need or a want worksheet, which is now in Google Classroom. If you need the link, I have it attached as well. Just like your parents are saving for the electricity bill or the Wi Fi bill, they're also sometimes putting money into savings. But many people also first spend on their needs, then their wants, and then finally they put the remaining money into their savings. This is exactly not what you should do. I'm going to demonstrate the example. Let's say you have $1,000 for income and you spend $700 on your needs, then you spend $200 on your wants, and finally you're left with $100 for savings. This is not what you should do. A better example would be the same $1,000, but you're going to be saving 20% of your money, so that's $200. Then you're going to be spending 50% on needs, so that's $500. And finally, you're going to be spending 30% on wants, which is your $300. Notice that by using this framework, you're able to put extra $100 into your savings. We talked about the framework about distributing our money, but what about saving for a goal? Let's say you need to buy a computer for school. The computer costs you $520 and you need this computer in 1 year, which is 52 weeks. So, easy way you could do this is your $520, you could divide it by 52 and you result in saving up $10 per week to be able to buy up the computer. We took an example of saving for a computer, but you could also save up for, let's say, a pair of shoes, or you could also be saving up for a new bike, or you could even be saving up for college. Returning back to a computer example, we talked about buying the computer for $520. But what if the price decreased at the end of the year? It was only $500. Well, it would take you two more weeks less than it would have taken you to buy the computer. That's good for you. But let's say the computer costed you $540 at the end of the year. Well, that would take you an extra 2 weeks more to earn up $10 more per week, 2 weeks more, $20. So you could then buy the computer. The Session 1 End Activity worksheet is now open on Google Classroom. You can pause here before we continue on to our trivia before the end of our session today. The way our trivia is going to work is that if it's a need versus want question, you can just shout out if the image on the screen is a need or a want, or if the question is an open-ended question, you can just shout out what the answer to the question would be. Is this item a need or a want? It's a want. Is this item a need or a want? This is a need. Is this item a need or a want? This is a need. You decide to put $1 into your savings jar from your $5 allowance before you spend any of the rest of this money. What is this money habit called? Paying yourself first. Thank you for watching this week's SmartCoins video. I hope you learned a lot and I'll see you in the next session.